As you can see, already have a donation. I didn't want to have it set as 100, but that was the minimum that I could set for a charity stream on Tiltify. So by no means does anyone have to try and make it reach 100. I know I don't have enough viewers to do that. I also, actually, let's change, yeah. I wanted to play the games from the itch.io racial equality bundle, which is like over 500 games for a minimum donation of $5. But I couldn't get them to work on Streamlabs. Like, I'd go to record it and then the screen would just be black. So we're playing Monster Prom again. Sadly. So yeah. What am I even trying to do with life? You can donate via this link here. Ta-da! Hey, there it is. And like the whole purpose of this stream is to help Black communities. Advancement Project are a US-based organization that try to help Black communities, and it's run by people of color who are like veteran lawyers and things like that. I do have a screenshot on my phone that has their about, but I feel like it's disingenuous to like just read off my phone. And I've been thinking about doing this stream since Tuesday, so I've been thinking about it for a while. When I say a while, just under a week. But what made me really commit to it is I went to a protest yesterday in Bath for Black Lives Matter. And to hear the stories of the racism that these people have encountered in this country and even in Bath itself was upsetting to hear, but I think it's something that every white person who attended needed to hear. Hi, Kay! I can hear my washing machine going off. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, the things said in the protest were things that white people definitely needed to hear. So it was really good to see such a mixed turnout. And there was like scheduled speakers at the beginning, so people who had already signed up to speak or were planning to speak as it was organized. I'm not sure if I'm wording that properly. And then we had an 8-minute silence for George Floyd, we were not suggested. We were asked to take a knee if we could. To which I tried my best, but I am a disabled being, so I was on one knee for a couple of minutes, and then I was on the other, and then I was just sat down. But my heart was still in it, despite my own limitations. And then after that, it was open floor, and some of the speeches that the people came up with, like, off the cuff, were fucking phenomenal. Like, there was one speech that had me nodding my head along, going, yeah, yeah, yeah. And it was about having to stop being not just, like, it was about, it was a words, where art thee? It was about not just being not racist, but actively becoming anti-racist. So outing racists, letting them out themselves, and then spreading awareness of them. Oh, thank you, Kay. Thank you for the $15. I was that donation goal. It's the actual minimum one I could set. So there's no pressure to reach that goal by the end of this stream, or at all. Just donate what you can if you can. And it's open for a week. I might extend it depending on how interested people are. No, that sounds bad. Just forget that. As well as, like, letting the racists out themselves and spreading awareness of them, like stopping racism in your own family. So, like, well, family and friends. So if they say anything out of line, you stop being silent and you step up and you tell them to stop it. Which really resonated with me, because there are some things in my family that I hear being said that always made me uncomfortable, but I never said or did anything about it, and that makes me feel really guilty. And it makes me feel worse letting that behavior go by when I myself in schooling have, as a white person, being of white skin tone, have faced racism in school because I am not white. I'm white Roma. So knowing what it's like to get minor racist attacks towards me, I can't even begin to imagine how it must feel to be of colour and to receive that kind of behaviour every day. To have people talk about you behind your back every day. To be at risk of physical attack every day from the community you live in and those who are meant to protect you. I can't begin to imagine how that must feel. So I know that I myself need to step up and prevent that kind of behaviour. So that's something I'm promising myself to do. I won't be silent anymore, because silence is violence. It's Yeah, no one deserves to be treated that way. Like, Britain's not innocent. One of the speeches that was said at the protest yesterday was a woman describing an incident with the police in Britain where she was at an event somewhere else in England, not in Bath, but somewhere else in England. And her boyfriend was being arrested. She was being arrested. They pushed her to the ground, stomped on her head, put her in the police car, drove her out to the middle of nowhere, and during this time they were telling her what they were going to do to her. And it's just horrible to hear about. Absolutely horrible. And it's not my story to tell, which is why I haven't gone really in depth with that story. It's very vague, the way that I've put it. Because it's not my story to tell, but it's a story to be raising awareness of. Because people are like, oh, there's no racism in Britain. There's no racism in Britain. But racism is actually so ingrained here that they don't see it as racism anymore. They just see it as everyday life. Like, the way that Chinese takeaways are referred to here. How Asian food stores are referred to here. It's revolting. So, yeah. The UK is not innocent. It's far from innocent. The general election just been, a lot of the campaigns were based around racism. Like, a lot of people said that they didn't vote for Labour because it's got anti-Semitism in it, so they chose to vote for a party that was all for kicking out immigrants. For a party where their leader is someone who has been quoted for saying that Islamic women are letterboxes. That it's just Hungary isn't innocent either. I think people were raised like this here, but what I see is that slowly but steadily, especially the younger generation, starts to stand out for communities who are labelled in any ways. Yeah, that's the thing. It's a lot of this racism comes from older generations. The younger generations aren't perfect. Like, you've got blackfishing, you've got cultural appropriation. Like, but a majority of us are starting to stand up and go, no, that's not right. Boris Johnson has said so much crap through the years, it's disgusting. It really is. I can't believe he got elected. I really can't. Wait, did you say blackfishing? What is that? Blackfishing is when a white person uses makeup or fake tan or something like that to make their skin darker than it actually is, and styles their hair in such a way to mimic black people. It's not quite blackface, and the reason why it's called blackfishing is because they're trying to appropriate black culture and the black lifestyle to gain a black following. One example of this is Ariana Grande. You would not believe how pale her natural skin color is. She is as pale as me without all that makeup and fake tan. So yeah. And you do still get blackface in our generation as well. Like, there's a whole Instagram trend of it, of Instagram, like, beauty gurus, or Instagram famous people doing their makeup darker to make themselves look black. And fucking hell. Fucking. I have never been so disappointed in people. So, I'm going to get to the game. Because I've been talking for about 15-16 minutes. I'll have to chat up on my phone. So if there's like anything someone wants to say, just put it in chat and I'll respond. Oh, I feel so awkward. Oh, fuck. I just realised I didn't change it. Now I've changed it. Which inanimate object do you think would make the best girlfriend or boyfriend, provided you went criminally insane? I'm gonna try and get Miranda. So I'm gonna go ATM, because Miranda likes money. You build a 100-foot statue commemorating an event so that in 1,000 years, archaeologists can learn something about the people of our time. What does the statue represent? Your least favourite political figure being devoured by rabid rhinoceri, which are also covered in badass tattoos. The glorious instant when your friend stopped you from texting embarrassing stuff to your ex while hella drunk. That mind-blowing twist in your favourite TV show that clearly changed the life of everyone forever, unlike that boring stuff they show on the news. So creative. What's the sexiest type of knowledge a lover can have? How to set stuff on fire. Okay. Damien, Vera, Miranda? Aha! It feels kind of weird. It feels so somber. And play a comedic game. Dictators and their Disney songs. Because, as I said earlier, I did have plans in mind to play other games. But yeah, my Streamlabs just wasn't cooperating. I'm going to start off by going to class. That day you listen to your elders and learn a valuable lesson. Sometimes after all the monster nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. You gain 2 smarts. I'm so smart. Nerd. You notice Vera showing off an elaborate Wait, no. Don't mind me. My brain is a bit jumbled right now. You notice Vera showing off an elaborate new necklace to Miranda. They're the crown jewels of Lem Lemuria? My family acquired them in a cutthroat business merger. Do you like them? Oh yes, very much.
Disgraceful.
Such a shame about the Lumerian royal family, though. What? They're all dead at the hands of their own servants. No, that was unavoidable. Once the true tragedy had taken place, they no longer loved their subjects. Feared, you mean? Wait, no, did I read that wrong? Did I read it as... Did that say love to buy? Oh no. Fear is so scary. Love is what matters. I could not disagree more. You there, settle this dispute for us. What is the best way to let people know how powerful you are? Buy their houses, burn them down, then replace them with a water park. You don't need to convince anyone. Just make everyone who doesn't love you disappear.
Oh, how majestic.
Ah, yes! This is Daddy's strategy. The amazing thing is that once the bad people start to disappear without explanation, even people who used to be bad start being very good. It's like magic, and so humane. Do you happen to know where your father put all those people who disappeared? Put them? No, silly. They disappeared. Like a magic trick. Ah, yes. I see. You gain 2 charm and 1 smarts, as well as yet another reason never to visit Miranda's kingdom.
Let's do this.
Oh no, there's a hair on my water bottle. Oh god. Stop gnawing when I yawn. Alright, I'm trying to comprehend your request. Oh god. What is there to comprehend? It's really simple, Miranda. Take my cell phone, snap a pic of me face planting in my food with my eyes closed and tongue out. But wherefore? Right here, Miranda! You're about to point out that wherefore means why, but luckily, Polly elaborates on her own, so you don't have to look like a fucking know-it-all. It's a new moon, Miranda. Like planting. Not planting. Like planking or dabbing. It's called food poisoning, and it's dope as fuck. Don't you have cool trends in your kingdom? I suppose we do. Oh! We have a fun trend called Revere Your Rulers. It's where you show nothing but the utmost devotion for your royal family. If you're good at it, you get a lot of likes on social media. And also not executed. Do you ever listen to yourself when you speak? I bet you know some pretty cool trends, don't you, dumbass? Heck yeah, you do, don't you? I surely do. It's entitled Silverware Wear, and it's where you take your most expensive cutlery and dress it in very fancy tiny outfits. Yep, it's called dyeing. Never. Really? have I not heard of this trend before? Beautiful silverware and fancy dresses are two of my biggest passions. This trend sounds like it was invented for me. It may have been, by you, on the spot, but there's no need to go into that. What's your favourite meme? Spiked salad forks in velvet evening gowns? Seahorse steak knives in frilly skirts? Teaspoons in tea dresses? Those trend as... no rods. Yes, the glory of this spectacular combination would leave me speechless as well. Were I not so excited to create more memes with dumbass. We'll have to meet up soon. Bring all your most exquisite chopsticks. I shall bring doll clothes in which to dress them. Yeah, totally. Hanging out with Miranda sounds amazing. Guess it's time to go out and try and find some exquisite chopsticks?
Let's do this.
Let's do this. I have 7 minutes. What's up? I am too poor for the cocaine. I'm not getting the tampon again. Never. Let's see what happens this time. It's relatively early on, so if something bad happens, it shouldn't matter. Oh no. I forgot the family picture again.
Let's do this.
Well, since I have the picture, that means if I go to the bathroom, something should happen. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. Damn right. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn by skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms. You give 0 shits and gain 2 boldness. You're happily examining the shitty crayon drawing you got from the store, thinking about what kind of frame will enhance its childish colours and stupid composition when Scott approaches you. Hey dumbass, is that a picture? I love pictures. Cope says 1 picture is worth 1,000 words, and therefore, and there are so many words I love, like pizza and good and boy. So, a picture must be even better. What's your picture saying, boy? It looks like a little stick person holding hands with 2 big stick persons, and also there's a house, and the son has hair. You patiently explain to Scott that this is a picture of a family, and that those are soda-ways, not hair. Oh, so those 2 big bros are protecting the little bro. I get it. What? No, you tell Scott that the 2 big stick figures are parents. Parents? Well, so that's what parents look like. I totally have some parents, but, well, I've never actually seen them. That's okay though. Once a year they sneak into our house in the middle of the night and leave me Christmas presents because I'm a good boy and they love me. Ha! You baby! You still think parents leave Christmas presents in the middle of the night? That's a myth. It is? Yeah, everybody knows that all Christmas gifts are delivered by Satan Claus, a bearded home invader with lobster hands and a cookie fetish. But my parents think I'm a good boy. Psst, dumbass. Are you just gonna stand there and let those douchebags ruin Scott's innocence? Distract him. Whoa. You know this is a serious situation if it's causing Vera to show empathy. Quick, divert Scott's attention by... I'm not making silly faces. 5 hours later. Look, I'm just saying that jazz is less a vehicle for African American liberation than it is a memorial to cultural oppression and appropriation. Wait. I'm just saying that jazz is less a vehicle for that. Okay. Just because a musical genre becomes commercialized doesn't invalidate its contributions to society at large. Guys. Maybe jazz is simply a lens through which all major sociological conflicts of the 20th century can be viewed, regardless of your personal political orientation. Or maybe it's just cool, fun music that's nice to hear. I don't know, I'm sleepy. I'm gonna get some pizza and have a nap. Phew, that was close. Nice work, dumbass. And as for you, douchebags, the hell were you thinking? Sorry, I guess I was emotionally harassing our little cousin. No, I guess emotionally harassing our little cousin is our way of coping with our unstable home life. But you've got to admit, it's weird that Scott's been living with us and our grandma his whole life and still hasn't realised our parents aren't coming back. Yeah, I can relate to that. And maybe it would be better for him to accept the truth. I just don't think he's ready yet. And you know, true friendship is like jazz. Sometimes it's about the difficult truths you don't say. You're right, thanks for helping to keep the lie alive, dumbass. You're a true bro. Wow, great name. Scott, you lucky. Yeah, Scott, you lucky. I want pizza. For your good deed and deep knowledge of jazz history, you gain 2 creativity and 1 charm. Can chat play too?
Let's do this.
Sure. So right now, the person I'm trying to romance is Miranda. So I need to try and choose options that would making themselves a character and them choosing what they do. Sorry, I'm having a bit of a slow day. So sometimes it takes me well, since this is a quick playthrough, if the next one I do for Liam, I do that as multiplayer. I'm not exactly sure how it works yet, because I haven't played multiplayer yet. So after this one, then we play multiplayer. How does that sound? Good. Oh, the coven sat here. Sounds good. Okay. You arrive at your table to find the coven eating and Polly and Miranda screaming. Miranda is so difficult to get. I think I'm about to find that out. Also, I'm not sure when you joined the stream, so you might be about to hear my Polly voice for the first time. So what I'm gonna say is prepare your ears. Just joined. Oh boy. Oh boy, yes. Oh, thanks for the follow. I've heard bad ones. Oh, but I don't think you've heard mine. We're under attack! Alarm! Alarm! Summon the guards! They're using their bizarro mind powers on me. The cute tall one is my less attractive evil twin. She uses swords just like me. Clearly because the evil twin thing. We're not attacking anyone. We're eating. What do you mean, less attractive? Oh my god, now Polly sounds even cuter.
Disgraceful.
Lies! Subterfuge! Speech impairment. Yes, less attractive tall woman. I feel like this one here, I have a very similar outfit to. I have nearly the right hair as well. I can feel them in my brain, making me less cool and sexy. Ah!
Always the same with you.
Every single lunch hour. You can't allow your friends to be attacked. Quick, save them from this fiendish menace. Joust them in Miranda's honor. Drug their food. She's been possessed by Satan. Look into her eyes. I mean, I sold my soul to Satan for happiness. I feel a very close connection to that character now. It's fine, I have a small lisp. I sometimes stutter. Convenient timing. And sometimes my words get fucked. Like my R's and W's get mixed up and it's all fun and games. You slap a colander on your head, a baking sheet on your chest, and a jousting lance under your arm. My hero! Charge! Vanquish the invaders! The best armor, a baking sheet. Yes, yes indeed. Sorry, I'm part of the committee for my university's LGBT society, and the group chat has started blowing up. But it's nothing going bad in the society. It's just, why did I lock my phone? That's how I'm reading the chat. They're just all good. Take care of your leg butts. It's nothing bad happening in the society itself. It's just them noticing people online saying that the protests are going to cause a spike in COVID. Intensifies. Can I just say that the protest in Bath, it took really good precautions against COVID. They had everyone wearing masks, which is the second best thing you can do to prevent yourself from, well, prevent you and others around you from getting COVID, other than isolating in your house. They were also handing out gloves. I doubt anything's really gonna happen surrounding the whole media thing against LGBT. After all, it's 4chan. 4chan always does it. Yeah, they do. And nothing ever happens. Yeah. I mean, on the first day of Pride, I did not privatize. I'm not sending off my social media to private companies. I did make my social media accounts private just in case. And then after the first, I put them what the ones that were public to begin with, I made them public again. So it's all good. Nothing's happened. But it's always good to take precaution just in case, because I did see something about one person getting doxxed in a non-binary group. I don't even have social media accounts. My ones I have because I write fanfics and post them online. So I also now stream. So it's a good... We all write fanfics. So it's a good way to let people know when I'm going to update or when I'm going to stream. Anyway, back to the game.
We're out.
Whoa, hey! We don't want any trouble. We'll just move over there.
Shiny armor.
Victory! The day is saved! A valiantly fought noble champion! Can you tell I used to be a drama student?
Huh?
Whoa! Did those three just disintegrate into a pile of turtles? Or am I just super high? Amazing. Used to be? Yeah, in my first year of college, so when I met you, Michael, I was doing an A-level in drama. And then I chose not to carry on with it because written coursework, like writing essays, analysing plays, was not my forte. Polly, you're just super high. You think that question pretty much answers itself. Week 2, evening.
Let's do this.
Let's do this. I meant that. I meant more that you're always dramatic. I'm not dramatic. I might try and get my charm up. Oof. Yeah, working in a drama uni, I found out all about the homework they do. Hella dramatic. It's wonderful. Hey, look at that. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team's spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader. You gain 2 charm. On Thursdays, I play RPG that's similar to Dungeons and Dragons, but it's not. It's set in like a fantasy world that's Asia. Oof. The ending I'm gonna go for is harder in short game. Pathfinder. Never mind. And it seems when I play that RPG with my friends, I end up taking a leadership role. Last year when I played it, my character, their spell backfired and it killed them. But it did just kill them. It killed the entirety of the enemy army, saving the city that they were protecting. Pathfinder is like D&D. Oh, the one that I'm playing is Legend of the Five Rings. I think that's the name of it. Yeah, damn indeed. The game that I'm playing now, I'm playing as that character's little sister, And last week, we tracked some imposter monks into a cave, and there were 2 guards on the outside of the cave. And the first thing my character did was set them on fire, and it essentially killed them instantly. My character died by failing his spell check on a spell called Wail of the Banshee, so he killed himself with it instead, and also killed the enemies though. The attack that my character killed herself with, because I was playing as a female, like, magician, it was a mind... I think the spell was called Mind Flayer, or something like that. And it's basically where you melt your enemy's mind and it kills them. And the thing is that, like, the enemy army had enemies that were, like, as tall as mountains. Anyway, game, I got sidetracked. I had a really fun game one time. Yeah. It's always fun when you get to dick around in an RPG. Even if you do accidentally kill yourself. I've nearly accidentally killed myself so many times. Later, you head to the local pizza parlor to help Vera collect her protection money. You notice Scott moping around outside. Hey Scott, what are you doing outside the pizza parlor? Don't you normally prefer to be inside the pizza parlor? Because my character was thought dead, we went through, and near the end, they go back and he's like built his own little sanctuary there and becomes a spooder person. And he's also had a giant raven as his pet. That actually sounds really cool. In the game that I played last year, one of my teammates, or one of my party, tried to pet a mountain lion, and it attacked them. I had to kill the mountain lion, and then I cooked it because we had no food. Well, it all started when I did some research into wolf mummies and daddies. It turns out that wolf parents are responsible for providing food for their children. Then it hit me. The pizza delivery guy provides almost all of my meals. And you know what that means. I know what you think it means. It means that the pizza delivery guy is my mother. Yeah, that is pretty cool. Or maybe the pizza parlor itself is my mother? It's hard to be sure. And then the next game, I somehow seduced a god as a female kitsune. My character right now is the illegitimate child of one of the emperor's children. So I am an illegitimate member of the imperial family, which also means that I am part of a godly lineage. So there was the very first mission of the campaign. I accidentally created a hurricane that destroyed my compound because I temporarily became a wind god itself. It was such a mess. I didn't mean to cause a hurricane. I just wanted to blow the enemies off my roof. Don't worry, that's just me choking on my own self. Either way, I came here to reunite with my long-lost parent, and also get some free pizza, hopefully. We had an NPC who could fight a Taresk and beat it. It was a small dwarf blacksmith, and it was hilarious. Oh, hi Nee. thank you for the follow. I know it's you because I would recognize eggnog anywhere. But they threw me out. Apparently, I'm the first person to claim to be related to one of their employees in order to get free... oh, I read that wrong. Apparently, I'm not the first person to claim to be related to one of their employees in order to get free pizza. I'm back. My family always knows how to time the sacred Sunday lunches. That's fine. Oh god, for a second I read my charm as 100. Ugh. Ah! My elbow just clipped. Yeah. I don't want to be separated from my mama though. Please help me. Keeping Scott's misguided hopes alive may be trickier than I expected, but I just don't think he's ready for the truth. Do you think you could get the restaurant to give him free pizza and say it's from his mother? Fuck it, you've got a flexible relationship with the truth anyway, and Scott seems so sincerely invested in this, so you do the only reasonable thing. And convince the proprietors that you're a time traveler from the future and giving free pizza to Scott is the only way to stop the pizza uprising. Act like an entitled piece of shit until they give you free pizza. Oh no! No! Ouch. Oh hell yeah, you love making the scene. You kick in the doors of the pizza place and start flipping tables. I don't have any legitimate complaint, you scream, but I'm a social media influencer and I deserve pizza. We don't just give free pizza to every influencer who comes in here and starts flipping tables, says the manager. If we did, we'd be broke. Eat crust, Tiny Tip, yeah. Give me a pizza or I'll burn this place to the fucking ground. Don't you dare threaten my mum! Scott punches you so hard your skeleton comes out. You weren't even sure you had a skeleton. Fuck. You appear to have lost your skeleton. I could put it back in for you. But it's gonna cost you. Goddamn Vera and her for-profit surgical schemes. You get your bones back, but you lose 2 fun and 1 money. I lost my bones!
Let's do this!
Well, in this I'm gonna seduce a god again. My money! No! No! Don't worry, it was only 1 money. I can always go to the library and get more. Hey, 420. Speaking of money, let me just actually turn my phone down before I open my Twitch on my phone. Speaking of money, as this is a charity stream, please consider donating. To the I'm not even sure if I'm pointing in the right direction. To the charity above, and is now linked in the chat. The $100 goal is the lowest I could set it in order it on Tiltify, so there's no pressure to meet that goal at all. If you can donate, please consider. I am now actually gonna get my little screenshot up on my phone, because I have really bad memorization skills. The charity or the organization that I'm raising money for is the Advancement Project, and the Advancement Project is a next generation multiracial policy, communications and legal action group founded by a team of veteran civil rights lawyers civil rights lawyers in 1999. Their aim is to build power in communities of color and strengthen movements, always ensuring... Phone, did you have to notify me of something right now? I forgot what I was saying. No. Their aim is to build power in communities of color and strengthen movements, ensuring that impacted communities are at the forefront of change. They work to protect and expand on voting rights, protect opportunities to learn, and end the school-to-prison pipeline, as well as ending mass incarceration and transforming policing and defending the rights of immigrants. They are a communication and They're a communications and advocacy and strategic litigation group. And they're USA based. So this is going to help communities in America. So yeah, that's the who I'm raising money for. Because as you can see from the protests in America, they are highly impacted from the racism that happens there. Because unlike Britain, like, their police officers have weapons, like lethal weapons, just on them. And their areas are more highly policed. So despite the population of black to white communities being skewed so that there's actually more white people than black people have a higher rate of being arrested. Not a higher rate. They are more likely to be arrested due to the color of their skin. They are more likely to be brutalized, and they are more likely to be murdered. I didn't even realize that was still happening. Yeah. So hopefully the money that is raised today and over the course of this week, well, not this week, it's actually, yeah, this week, because it's Sunday. On some calendars, that's the start of a week. So yeah, the donations page is open for the rest of the week, and hopefully the money made from that makes some sort of impact, no matter how small. So yeah, if you can donate, please consider it. Actually, let me just get on that for a second. I know I seem very disorganized, and in truth, I am rather disorganized. This is my first ever charity stream, and this is like my 5th stream ever. And I should have had this better planned out, but I am dumb of ass, as is my name whenever I play this game. I pressed it. Oh, Jesus Christ, not now, Sanctum. Give me a sec, I have to get my credit card out. What? There. Did it. So I've made my donation. I should have done that to start with. Do you have second term? Yeah, I do. I'm blaming myself for that, killing your brain cells in Final Fantasy VII. Oh god, my butt is killing me. For those that don't know, whenever Kay plays the Final Fantasy VII remake and the bandits come up and she has to fight them, I call them my brain cells because they're all so dumb. Do you have second term? Yes, I do. And I plan that once I, because the last people I have to romance is Miranda and Liam, and once I finish those two, which will hopefully be today, I'm going to move on to second term. So, yeah. Michael, how dare you? Who said they ever had brain cells? I'll have you know that when I did my GCSEs, I got 5 Bs, 4 Cs, 1 D. And you know full well that in my my most recent marked assignment, I was 2 marks off for first, which is like, yeah. I'm gonna say one thing: alien girls. That day you spend some time on the library's PC managing your start kicker. You deceive lots of people with a sensationalist video and impossible promises. Nice. Hell yeah, 2 marks off, that's amazing. Yeah, I got 2 marks off mainly because of my punctuation and grammar. Not spelling this time because I got my work proofread before I submitted it, and the person who proofread it went through it and picked out my spelling mistakes and helped with that, which was nice. Also, if the camera's moving a lot, it's because my butt's starting to go numb. Sorry if that's TMI. You gain 100,000 money, but almost everything goes to cover costs, and you keep only 2 money. You see Miranda at the computer next to you. She's got a look on her face that can only mean one thing. Somebody's being shitty to her on the internet. The impudence of this so-called internet. My great-uncle Maldar got caught eating 1 child, just 1, and now everyone is talking as if he is some sort of serial child gobbler. It's not just trolls saying this either. All sorts of monsters are saying the most horrific things. Go look at that face! I know what you're thinking. Miranda, why don't you just buy the whole internet and make them stop saying mean things about your family? And of course, that's what I've been trying to do. There's just one problem. There are plenty of people selling part of the internet, but I have no idea who owns all of it. From whom shall I buy the internet? Don't you see, Miranda? The true owner of the internet was you all along. The Illuminati, duh. If you want, I can put you in touch. Miranda Joe, the Illuminati. Hey! So charming. Hold on. Let me check with my royal accountant. Oh my! It seems you are correct after all. I've owned the internet since 2004, when the Steve Jobs lost it to my father in a poker game. This is marvellous news. I shall enact some common sense reforms at once. Pretty soon you notice there's something different about the internet. Certain words just don't show up when you post them, like child eater, proletarian revolution, and nachos for some reason. Nachos? Also, you get the sense that your webcam is watching you. Oh no. But in a benevolent and friendly way. Are you guys benevolent and friendly? Miranda gone fully dictator on the internet. You thought that you were being metaphorical when you told Miranda she owned the internet. But you're not going to complain about being accidentally correct. Possibly. At least not when your webcam can hear you. You gain 2 smarts and 1 charm. Ah, I'm as equally smart and charming. Words. Hey, my favourite boy. You come upon Damien sneering at Miranda's elaborate silverware spread while her eating serfs chow down obediently at a neighbouring table. I still don't get why you collect all these stupid forks and spoons and shit.
What a noob.
Indeed. I mean, even the knives don't really look that deadly. Silly boy, this silverware is not for killing. Things can be for stuff other than killing. You need more money for Miranda. You need 1 more money. Go to the library tomorrow. Okay, well, yeah. That's lame as hell. It's basically useless. I mean, you don't even eat. Your serfs do it for you. Well, of course they do. But they're not using any of your silverware. Naturally they aren't. Serfs must eat with their hands, as befits the lower class. 'Cause Miranda is spoiled. Also, now I know how my classmates thought of me when I was in primary school. 'Cause, boy, if I didn't know how to use cuddly. So spoiled she didn't even eat. Dang, that's impressive. I have the distinct memory of going on a residential trip when I was in primary school to a place called Oxenwood. And I was given fish and chips. At least I think it was fish and chips. And I ate the chips using my hands because McDonald's, that's what it teaches you. And they were all staring at me being like, Shannon, why aren't you using a fork? And I was like, you eat chips with a fork? I was so dumb. I mean, I'm autistic. Unless I was taught how to do something, I wouldn't have known to do it. Social cues. They're non-existent until someone tells me about them. So you're saying this silverware collection has no practical purposes? Who eats chips with a fork? The upper class citizens where I lived. I grew up in a very middle class village. Yeah. Michael, don't call me out like this. Things have practical purposes? Man, let me come up there with some BBQ chips and teach them how to eat chips. Yeah. These two could go round and round like this forever, unless you say something to resolve this dispute. Damien's right, Miri. Maybe it is time you started murdering people with your silverware. Lay off Miranda, Damien. What about your collection of exotic corpses? Jesus Christ. That's different. Those corpses are useful. Useful for what? For holding down important documents. Oh, Damien, you're dumb of ass. What important documents? Documents about very important... fine! I guess I don't use those stupid corpses for anything. I just stack them in a shed and occasionally dress them up in silly costumes. There, are you happy? Extremely. So he has corpses instead of dolls. Whatever, I'm going to go play with my corpses. You stay behind with Miranda to admire her collection. She even teaches you how to use the romance fork. Smooth. What? Oh my god, what? Well, dang, Damien. Actually, shouting's made my throat a little dry. Also, my bottle says pug off, and it has a picture of a pug. Muns. Poker face. Poker face, poker face. That day, you spend some time on the library's PCs, playing some good old online poker. Amazing, I want it. Love it! I want a pug bottle. Well, I got mine from Typo last year. I'm not sure if they still have it, or still would have it, but does Typo even have a website? If it does, steal a nick next time I visit. I will murder you. If you steal it next time you visit, your body will not be found. Because it will be thrown in the Avon, which is not that far away. Gambling seems like a stupid and dangerous decision. But who cares? This time it paid off, so fuck it. You gain 2 money. I have 10 money. It feels like that's how much is in my bank account now. You've been threatening to do that for years. I've been threatening to murder you for years, but I haven't threatened to throw your body in the Avon. I just realized their name is Firelord. Shakabeta. Afterwards, a royal procession. Afterwards, a royal procession 500 remembers Strong, informs you that Miranda has requested your presence at dinner tonight. The restaurant she's chosen is so fancy, its name is unpronounceable by anyone making less than 6 figures. But with all these heavily armed guards around, you think it unwise to refuse. So later that night, you have for my last 4 visits. No, I haven't. Don't make up lies. Also, the worst they would do is crush me. Yeah, I'm after having to climb 8 flights of stairs every day, twice a day, for nearly a year now. I am once again tempted to see if I can crush a watermelon between my thighs. Last time I did it was like a couple years ago, and I remember someone opening my fridge. I can't exactly remember who. Opening my fridge to find a cracked watermelon inside of it. And then being like, Shannon, why do you have a cracked watermelon inside your fridge? And I was just like, oh. I tried to see if I could break it with my thighs just to see if I could. You did it with ease too, so you would have become much stronger. Oh, it was you that found it. I couldn't exactly remember. It was so long ago. Also, I've had sometimes when Michael's come round, because I only have one bed, we'd have to share a bed, and there have been times. Oh, it was at the hostel, yeah. There have been times where he's woken me up during the night going, Shannon, wake up! You're crushing my leg in between yours! This restaurant is remarkably charming for a low-born establishment. Granted, the flatware is only platinum, not diamond. And this wine seems to be significantly less than 1,000 years old. It's funny they say that. I have an unfinished glass of wine on my bedside table from last night. There's a coaster on top of it to stop dust. But at least our table is held up by 3 weeping serfs, as it has always ought to be. Garcon, 1 bowl of rubies and a bottle of actual gold, if you would be so kind. And my suitor will have... Quick, pick something before she realises that you've never been anywhere fancier than Wilmer's Chicken Hut. For reference, this was at my peak kickboxing, so it was when I was a roll of meat. And they freaking hurt more than any fighting opponent. I mean, that was back when I used to, like, walk everywhere. Although, round Bath, I still do quite a bit of walking. Ah! Timber. I've taken over an hour with this. Because I keep getting sidetracked. It doesn't matter what I order, anything would taste good as long as I eat it with you. Oh. I have to impress her. So do I flatter her? Or buy one of everything? No! You enjoy a delicious meal, complete with delicacies beyond your wildest dreams. The fried green emeralds are a particular favourite, not to mention the gold leaf salad with raspberry vinaigrette. Then comes the check. You calmly reach into your wallet, then toss a wad of old receipts in the maitre d's' face and make for the doors. As the restaurant's on the guards drag you back to the kitchen, you see Miranda clutching your receipts. These receipts, they're all for a place called Wilmer's Chicken Hut. Unacceptable. Huts are for peasants. You have plenty of time to contemplate your mistakes as you work off your debt washing dishes. You lose 2 fun and 1 charm. No, my fun! My fun is -1! Well, let's see.
Let's do this.
You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the monster prom with you. Are you asking me to go to prom? It is exactly as the ancient prophecy foretold. You see, 2 centuries ago, a seer predicted that one day the Mer Kingdom would be shaken by a valiant monster who would ask a Mer princess to prom, and they would engage in a very nice evening together. It wasn't the most useful or relevant of her prophecies, if you think about it. But I don't care. You are the date fate had prepared for me for centuries. So let fate lead us into a magical night.
My fairy tale.
Yes! I got it! Also, I said it last time I played as this character, but I am jealous of that outfit. Prom night was beautiful. At several points in the evening, people broke into songs singing about what a magical night it was for the 2 of you. Even some forest animals appeared to join in the songs. You're quite sure Miranda's family paid all those people to do that, but who cares? Still, a magical night. Whoop whoop! Outcomes. Events. Still no secret endings. The most diplomatic smile. Most likely to die in a coup d'etat. Time for me to date a god. Is this the alien girl? Because I thought she was like a poltergeist or something. Those 3 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the monster prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Miranda started a non-profit to help countries without a monarchy, because all countries should have the right to be graciously ruled by the Mer Kingdom. Scott became a world-renowned athlete, but he ended his career to come back to his hometown and take on the job of the athlete he admired the most. Now he's back at high school again, working as the coach. Damien became an interior designer specializing in torture machines. Last month, Vogue magazine called his products the refined marriage between macabre and chic. I'm gonna get you a secret ending. Just call me Chraity? Yes, Zoe. Fanfic girl. Oh my god, Damien. Fanfic girl would be perfect for Shannon. For those 3 weeks, the monster prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone, just like that. Okay, I need to quickly... Wait, why did I turn it all the way down? When I could have just pressed that button. Yeah, I need to, character. Just call my character Chraity. Okay. Anyway, if you're new to my streams, I always have to exit out quickly to mute the desktop sound. so that when I upload these to YouTube later, they don't get copyrighted. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there are plenty of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Chraity? I know you're just seeing me dancing with like no music, but this music gets copyrighted. Is it? Aha! A Twitch on my phone seems to have frozen. Not the chat, because that's on a different app. The Streamlabs remote app. Hey, look at Polly go! Oh, wait, no, my cursor isn't showing because it's the credits. Oh yeah. The reason why Michael is using they them pronouns for me is because I'm agender. So I use they them pronouns. So yeah. I am fire and water. Wait, no, I didn't read that quick enough. What? Prepare to bring chaos and destruction to this realm. It's party time. If life gives you lemons, unlock a new secret ending. What? Dick. This is what I needed. Zigord, I summon Z. Let me just quickly see what I've unlocked in the gallery. Oh. I always find her to be really cute. And yes, this is my first playthrough with Liam, where I got rejected. Wait. Yeah, it is just Liam I'm missing. My buddy's trying to murder me. But what's new? Ugly crying, oh my god, fire and water, unexpectedly perfect. Oh, the fan out too. Hey. Those are secret endings you're mostly missing. Ah, I see. So, if I want to play online multiplayer, do I press online? Let's see. I create a. Right, guys. No, go back. This one? You want me here? Yeah. 2 players. 2 players. Okay. Right. Shall we do first term or second term? Because I'm not sure if the characters from second term turn up in first term. Yeah, first term. Okay. Sure thing. Let's skip that. And go for the green boy. Oh, not 7. Don't worry, for second term I plan to call myself Smartass. Oh! And what character do you want to be? Blue girl, okay. And you wanted to be called Rotty. Actually... yeah, let's go free player. Free. Ah! Back to menu. Yes. Oh fuck! I keep forgetting to turn the sound back on for you guys. Oh, I'm so dumb. Wait.
Okay.
What boy? What pronoun do you want? Sorry, I'm looking down a lot because that's where my phone is. Hit it, hit it. Well, that's fair enough. And Michael, what name do you want? Avoidance. Oh, okay, duck. And what pronoun? And they. Okay.
Sure thing.
Skip. Skip. And there's little questions we all answer and vote on to decide turn order. Really fun. Which is the coolest mythological creature? This weird creature I drew up when I was 6, and which is clearly super derivative from other mythological creatures, and is super cool, and it's my OC and my spirit animal. Okay, the invisible hand of the free market, a sphinx, who's super turned up and ready to party. And she raps her riddles. She still kills you if you don't answer them correctly. But she raps the riddles. Wait. Which one for you, Waddy? Watty? Not Waddy. God damn. Just say 1, 2, or 3 and I will know what you mean. Also, side note, it doesn't seem like my internet connection has died at all this time. Hopefully I won't jinx myself. thinking equals looking up the secrets. The invisible hand of the free market. And Michael? Because I've already done this ending multiple times, just failed it. My OC, yo! Which god do you pray to each night before sleeping? Praying is kind of lame. I have a group text set up with some deities, Dionysus, Beset, Loki, coolest cats in town. Oh, I pray to all kinds of gods. I have this business where people pay me to deliver their prayers every night. I even started to look for a Chinese factory to outsource the prayers. Praying is for fools. I took compromising pics of the gods molesting a tree, and now I blackmail him for whatever I want. A lot more effective. That's essentially Zeus. They're blackmailing Zeus. Yeah, fair enough. Just wondering if I should go for a character instead. Entirely up to you, my guy. Yeah. Watty, your turn. I know the first one's gods too. It's Greek, Egyptian, Norse. I thought that was Zeus who ended up with a girl being turned into a tree. Actually, no. Zeus ended up with a girl being turned into violets. Because that's actually the legend behind Palmer violets, the flowers. Zeus was having an affair with a human mortal, and I think it was either to protect her from Hera, or it was Hera herself. She got turned into the violets, and it turned out they were edible, and they tasted nice. And that's why we have Palmer Violet Gin. Basset is... I think she's a goddess of midwifery? I think? I'm not 100% sure. I know that her and Skimmet used to be one god. And they had to had to get her drunk on like a load of beer that was colored red to be like blood, because she was just massacring humans. And then after she was drunk, they split her power into two different gods so that she couldn't go on massacres anymore. Also, this is like the second time that someone has tried to go into my stream chat and post links. God damn. This is not a spammable this is not a spammable stream. I'm actually wondering if that's showing up in the Twitch chat or not. Like, I can't see. What's the sexiest type of knowledge a lover can have? Obscure 80s trivia. Because that's Liam. Lottie, your turn. Okay, I'll keep that in mind, Michael. Killer cocktails. I have been watching, well, basically at the start of lockdown, I binge watched a load of videos on how to make cocktails. I haven't made any yet, but the knowledge is there. Trivia? Okay. Cocktails. Do, 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 do. Today's stream might go on a bit longer than usual, but since it's a charity stream, I shall allow that. I shall expect a bunch when I see you then. Well, I don't have all the alcohol necessary.
Sure.
Liam likes creativity. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, it was as though the muses themselves descended to give you a figurative blowjob. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. You gain 2 creativity. But Liam isn't paying attention to any of that. He corners you afterwards to lecture you on Instagram filters. What no one seems to understand about filters is that they're not about making pictures better. They're about making pictures browner and harder to see. That's why I use my own proprietary filter for almost all of my photos. Infinite Torp. It's also probably why I have only 6 Instagram followers, but we all must make sacrifices for our art. In any case, I have to go. There's a dead rat in the parking lot I simply must document. As soon as Liam's gone, Miranda peeks out of an air conditioning duct. Wait, but we're outside! Goodness! The situation is even more dire than I thought. If Operation Make Liam Popular Again is to succeed, we must get started immediately. What's that? Why, yes, of course you're part of my operation. I unwillingly force people into my service all the time. Oh, you want to know why it's called Operation Make Liam Popular Again? Well, he's been alive for like centuries, right? I'm sure he must have been popular at some point. I'll check the history books later. There's no time now. Phase 1 is getting Liam more Instagram followers. I took the liberty of having my royal spies discover the password to his account, so we can give it a total makeover. But what to do? I don't know what to do. We'll sort that out. How? Magic. Last time I picked pay 1 million homeless people. And obviously I didn't get the date. At the same time, last time I ran onto an aeroplane shouting that I was a terrorist. Haha! What is porn? Never mind. If you suggested it, it must be something very classy and suitable. I shall put you in charge of curation. Porn away, comrade! One sec. One sec. Okay, I can see you and I are on the same brainwave. You turn Liam's account into Instagram's #1 resource for weird dicks and domestic terrorism. Shockingly, this turns out fine. There you are. I wanted to share the great news. I'm Instagram infamous. Apparently my filter game was so edgy that the backwards administration decided to close my account. But not before I amassed over 3 million followers. They're all following me to my new website, hotliampics.com. Of course, I'm utterly devastated that my work has finally become mainstream. Yes, this is the worst, and I am not at all happy or excited about it. Ah, look at that blush. Anyway, I have to go take pictures of my lunch. My fans are waiting. Great minds think alike. Indeed they do. Hey. Wait. You're not sure they're waiting for what Liam thinks they're waiting for. But whatever works, right? You gain 2 creativity and 1 charm.
Let's go.
Let's go. Okay, Waddy. What do you want to do? Streaming is thirsty work. I wish I could see what quotes I have on my phone, like using the phone app, so I don't have to like click away and then click back in. Eight. Library it is. That day you spent some time on the library's PC managing your start kicker. You deceived lots of people with a sensationalist video and impossible promises. Nice. You gain 100,000 money, but almost everything goes to cover costs. And you keep only 2 money. Suddenly you hear an outburst of swearing so eloquent we can't possibly repeat it. You go to see what it's all about. We've been over it 11 times, Scott. I'm sorry, remembering things is hard. Hey, Rotty, come help us. I'm trying to help Scott with tomorrow's history test. So far it seems like the biggest challenge I've ever faced. I gave him this copy of last year's test, but he still dazzles me with new levels of idiocy every time. Liam, I just can't. These questions are so complex and smart. For God's sake, Scott. That one isn't even a question. You just have to put your name there. I'm sorry, Liam. I'm really trying. If only there was a way to make me learn things good. He's a werewolf, right? How about we give him a biscuit biscuit every time he gets something right. Make him eat your homework. Maybe that would help somehow. So, which will it be, Watty? A or B? A. So smart. You start slow, with basic questions, throwing Scott a bacon treat every time he gets an answer right. The results are remarkable. This is amazing. I'm so smart now. See? We just had to find the right approach. Actually, it's been so effective, I need to experiment with it a bit. Scott, where is the basket sweater I've been searching for all week? Scott closes his eyes and focuses on the bacon treat until he seems struck by divine inspiration. It's under your bed. Amazing. I'll check on that later. But it seems he's now capable of answering any question as long as we offer him a treat in exchange. Let's go hardcore. Scott, what's life meaning? Scott answers the question and your lives change forever. He also passes his history test the next day. Hooray! You gain 3 smarts for your recent enlightenment.
All right.
Okay, Michael. Where do you want to go? You either can be a nerd, a fuckboy, a jock, or a dick. Give him to chill in the bathroom. Aww. It's like I need to scoot. Look, it's so cute. Oh. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn. By skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms, you give 0 shits and gain 2 boldness. The mini-me's are cute. You're just getting ready to leave when you get a text from Polly. Hey babe, let's party. How can you refuse such a formal missive? You track her down immediately. Why have you done this to me, Michael? Hey, you got my text. That's good, because I need some help brainstorming. I'm going to a party tonight. I'm pretty sure it's going to be lame. That needs to change. So it's a costume party, you know? Where everyone dresses up as their favourite humans. I'm going as a sexy tax attorney. But I'm not sure even the sexiest tax attorney can rescue this party from the depths of lamitude. Polly. Because the Polly voice is the best. So, got any ideas to help spice things up? Oh, you've got some ideas. And they're the spiciest. Spike the punch with Mandrake Root, it turns monsters into actual humans. Okay, you go as a sexy tax attorney, I'll go as the sexy tax evader. I want to spike all Red Wings. So smart. Later that night at the party. This is nuts! Look at all those humans in human costumes! Georgina, the party owlbear, totally just turned into a sumo wrestler. And Larry the Lich looks exactly like former United States President Abraham Lincoln. Oh, Larry doesn't just look like Lincoln. He is Lincoln. He has all of Lincoln's memories up to the moment of his death. Every newly transformed human at the party comes complete with a full lifetime of memories. A childhood, family, friends. They have no recollection of their lives as a monster, and are all currently going insane from the cognitive dissonance. Many of the manticores are turned into a retired cop who is screaming for his estranged wife and 2 sons. Pranked! In about 4 hours, all these newly created people will revert to their previous forms, essentially murdering these new identities. Lol. Oh! I heard a noise! But nothing's come up in chat. What happened? I don't know what happened. Let me just... Why didn't that come up in chat? Volcano Punk? Thank you for the follow, Volcano Punk. Ah! I've never been so popular! Tell a lie. I remember when I was in college, like, I wouldn't be able to walk down a hallway without saying at least hi to one person. But, you know, that was different. That was college. Welcome to the chaos. In the meantime, you and Polly have a great time scaring the shit out of actual humans and streaming it online. You gain 2 creativity and 1 fun. Let's trade places. Player order is decided based on how early you would die during a zombie apocalypse. Start debating. Well, that was an adorable reaction. No! Anyway, we need to debate about who would die first. Why would I die first? I've been doing well in, like, this pandemic, you know? Like, I can use a tool set. I fixed my cupboard doors. I have a walking stick. I can bat zombies away with that. And it's collapsible and therefore portable. Maybe so, but you're also not exactly going to win the fights. I mean, maybe not. But I can use my smarts. You'll need to use that stick to walk and the other to fight. Exactly, I own 2 walking sticks. I can dual wield. Also, like, have you forgotten that I own 66 stuffed toys that I've... Wait, no, not 66. I own enough stuffed toys that I've owned from winning prizes at the fair from the shooting range, which means I have successfully shot down 66 targets. I can aim a gun. I know how to fire it. Stuffed toy armor. Also, like, how would your kickboxing stop you from getting bit? Where are you going to get a gun in the UK? Farmers! Going to get them from farmers. Because as the people at my uni graciously told me, don't go into the fields. The farmers will shoot you. Just gonna sneak in and steal their guns. Simple, I have fight practice. I know how to use weapons from working with drama students. I had to spar with them. But where would you get real weapons, apart from your throwing knives? Also, what if you're feeling like excluded? Sorry about that. I have a. Where the fuck did you get a sword? Yeah, well, I know someone that has a mace. Like a proper... and a sword. This is London. I'm just gonna put it on random, that's the fairest. God damn it!
All right.
Right, Michael, where are you sitting? Gotta talk to my ghost gal. Polly and Miranda sit together, surrounded by Miranda's customary crowd of serfs. So wait, you've actually got serfs who eat for you?
Disgraceful.
Well, of course, I find eating to be terribly undignified. So I almost never do it. Hey, me neither. What other kinds of crazy serfs have you got? Well, I have a serf to go to the bathroom for me, a serf to experience difficult emotions for me, and a serf for keeping my silverware in alphabetical order. I even have a surfing serf, for standing on top of whenever I go surfing. Wow, that's a lot of serfs! It's a fair amount. The only limit is my imagination. Unfortunately, my imagination serf imagined a way to escape from serfdom. So now I'm all out of ideas. Well, I'm sure with the help of avoidance, we could probably think up a new kind of serf. Oh, is that so? I can't wait. Well, you're on the spot now. What will it be? Oh, Miranda. You should get a puppy serf. It's not actually a serf, it's just like 50 cute dogs. You should get a party serf, Polly, serf to experience your hangovers for you. Oh, I just realised doing that is making my laptop shake, which probably is making the webcam shake. Sorry! This one's obvious. Hangover serf. A serf? For me? I couldn't possibly. Why not? I do it all the time. But isn't it wrong to make someone else experience the negative consequences of your actions? Well, like I said, I do it all the time, and Father says I can do no wrong. Therefore, it's probably fine. Oh, okay, hurry up! Let's hire her to deal with all my withdrawal symptoms. Hire? Polly dearest, we don't pay our serfs. We don't? Sweet deal! Polly hires the burliest hangover serf she can find, and the two of you go out for the night of your lives. The serf is dead in the morning from the epic hangover, but the memories are well worth the second-degree manslaughter. Oh no! Why does everybody always get the easy ones? It's all good, Rotty. Let's hope you get an easy one next. Michael, trust me, it won't be easy. So, where do you want to sit? Oh. I'm gonna chat to the prince for the stat booth. Bottom right table. Oh yeah. I know that prince. He's tried to steal 2 people from me. You're enjoying a quiet meal by yourself when a wound opens in the fabric of space, revealing the interdimensional prince.
Greetings, my love.
Greetings, hero. I have a task for which no hands are fit but yours. A portal is sealed against me, which I have not strength enough to open. Please, help me to break the seal. On this jar of kosher dill pickles. He's back! Seriously? You take the jar from him, pop off the lid, and hand it back to him. Maybe he will leave you alone now. Oh, bless you, hero. Your noble deeds deserve a noble title. Yes, I will give you 1 free noble title, redeemable now. Maybe he'll leave you alone if you accept the title. Anyway, having 1 would be sweet. You check his phone to see your options. Foreign minister in charge of extreme handsomeness. The most unscrupulous treasurer. Prince, you're so weak. Such a weakling, no wonder you always kill his army. Handsomeness, okay. A most appropriate title indeed. You shall be in charge of exporting handsomeness from my dimension into yours. Here, have a month's supply of handsomeness, just to get you started. You're a bit offended that the prince thinks you need him to supply you with handsomeness. But this is really good stuff. Your eyes twinkle with youthful vitality. Your teeth cause lens flares whenever you smile. Everyone in the cafeteria is stunned by your sudden beauty. Maybe you won't bother exporting any of this handsomeness after all. You gain 4 charm.
Sure.
Hey, that was me. Handsomeness. Dang. You find Damien brandishing his usual silverware, a hammer and chisel, while Liam looks on in horror. You can't eat that. Watch me. First of all, it's made of 1 seamless piece of obsidian, so it's low calorie. And second of all, it's a lich's phylactery. Part of this balanced breakfast. It's lunch. You're just jealous. No, I'm nervous. Nervous that you're going to eat that, get possessed by a lich, and kill us all. Well, I'm nervous that it's not going to happen. Looks like these two are at an impasse. maybe you can solve this dispute and score some romantic cred at the same time. Damien, don't eat it. You won't have room for all the baby seals I brought you. Liam's right, Damien. You should make him eat it. I think the first option. Yes! Baby seals? Give them to me. I can already taste the cruelty. Damien, you mad. Wait. Rip, I stole your stat boost. This is going to be very risky. I should have hit up Miranda for the totem ASAP. But, the totem? Damien, you madman. The mad prince, I'm proud of my boy. Dumbass, you Dumbass, you scoundrel! How could you substitute wanted responsibility for animal cruelty? You quietly explained to Liam that the baby seals you're feeding Damien aren't really baby seals. Hey, these are just seal-shaped peepee babies stuffed with tofu and pig's blood. Good thing you always keep a sack of baby seal decoys in case of killer whale attacks. I applaud your craftiness and your high regard for animal life. Let's go return the phylactery to Larry's crypt together. It ends up being the third most romantic night you've ever spent in a crypt. Score! Makes sense. Challenge. Everybody chooses an animal. Say your choice out loud to the rest of the players before clicking. Player order is decided based on how plausible it is that the selected animal has no soul at all. Start debating now. Well, what I would have said was cats. I'm gonna go random again because obviously it's just me in this room. I choose antlion. You were meant to give us a... Oh! Well, how... Ah! I wanted to know why we had to say animals. The instructions weren't clear. Antlions have no soul. Antlions kill all. I'm gonna randomize it. I would have chosen a tiger. Let's go. I think Liam likes smarts and creativity. Oh wait, but it's Watty anyway. So, Watty, where are you going? God damn. I wish my mattress was more comfortable. Auditorium. Ah, you're going shopping.
Give me your money.
Cat baby, I need to buy stuff. So these are your options. These are your options. Ooh! Sorry, can't see past the webcam. Oh shit. There's present. Wait, you can probably see if I do this right. There's the present. The motivational poster. Hey, you have enough money for cocaine. Russian novel. Sexy fate Latin accent. A penguin mask. The hype station. Fake badass tattoo. Funny glasses and a tampon. Bottom left. Yeah, so what's in the bottom left is the penguin mask. Also, the reason why I made that noise is because in the LGBT society chat, someone just posted a screenshot of the fact that in Bristol, the Black Lives protest there tore down a statue of a racist. So yeah, power to the people. It was the statue of Edward Colston. They literally tore it down. Never mind then, I won't buy anything. Sorry, Valerie. Valerie! Huzzah for breaking racist shit. I think Totem is only available in long game. Cry. Oh, sorry.
Sure.
God, it's out of mood. Sure. That day, you listened to your elders and learned valuable lessons. Sometimes, after all the monster nonsense and dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. You gain 2 smarts. I'm 9 smart. Afterwards, Miranda beckons you to you from a darkened corner. Psst! Co-conspirator! Over here! Phase 1 of Operation Make Liam Popular Again was an overwhelming success. Liam is internet popular. Now we just need to make him real life popular. And what better way than by making him Prom King? Unfortunately, when I asked him to run for Prom King, he said, and I quote, "Never, never, never. Not in 100 years. And that's not an exaggeration because I've been alive for hundreds of years. And I've never run for Prom King. So there you go." Which was clearly his cryptic way of saying that he wants us to make him Prom King. My first thought was to murder the current Prom King after establishing Liam as his rightful heir, but I couldn't find any bloodline charts to work from. So I suppose we must engage in this democratic election the school is holding. Now, how can we secure a win for Liam when he is opposed to running or making any effort to win? I tried this one last time, so I'll try this one this time. No! I'll try again as well next time, I guess. Just have to go for the long game. Maybe next weekend. I love that it was democratic. Oh, of course, election rigging. Silly me. How else does one elect a king? I suppose someone as wealthy and as charismatic as you knows where to hire 1 million voters? Sure you do, totally. You got lots of money and connections. I have 5 money. You tell Miranda you'll get right on that. Luckily, what you lack in money and political capital, you make up for in stolen magical artifacts. You put on your robe and wizard hat and crack open a forbidden tome that brings all the school's janitorial equipment to life. You camp out by the janitor's closet, passing out ballots to broomsticks, telling mop buckets who to vote for. Nobody notices the fraud. Half the student body is sentient objects anyway. Soon you'll watch the Prom King election forecast together, and I can't believe it. 6,000 votes for me, and 994,000 votes for a bottle of lemon-scented toilet bowl cleaner. I'd be impressed at the avant-garde tastes of the student body if I wasn't comprehensively humiliated. Nice going. Now you've got to find a tuxedo that fits a bottle of lemon-scented toilet bowl cleaner. You lose 2 charm and 1 creativity. No! After this, let's try second term. Of course, if Val does end up selling it next time, I'm going to be so glad. Alright. Okay, Michael, where are you going? Going outdoors. Look at that dab. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there were like 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party. You gain 2 fun. Hell yeah, dabs for days. On your way out, you spot Polly still wearing the lab coat she stole from that human party the other night. She takes it off and throws it at you to get your attention. Yo! That human party convinced me I want to be a scientist. But not just any kind, a party scientist. What's a party scientist, you ask? Why? Just a scientist who's dedicated to discovering the secret to the raddest party. For a series of extremely scientific experiments, I aim to discover what exactly makes a party good. So I can distill whatever it is into a vial and drink it! Or, just have a really dope party all the time. Anyway, I'm going to a bar mitzvah tonight, and I need your scientific advice. What can we do to push this party over the edge? All I need now is Mini-Me to pop out and dab too. The electric slide? With actual electricity? Chemistry! Cha-cha slide. One hop this time. But with actual cha-chas. Chemistry. Okay. So smart. Later that night. Yes, I've done it! I have to tear the heart out of an atomic bomb, but I've done it! I've isolated the element party-rium. The life of the party. Now just slip the solution into the bar mitzvah's water supply. The effects are instantaneous. All around you, boys are becoming men, and men are becoming party animals. And not just all around the bar mitzvah, all around the city. The bar mitzvah's water supply was also the city's water supply. You party so hard you cause serious damage to the local infrastructure. Mayor Grim Reaper declares the next day National Hangover Day. Whoa, what just happened? Oh wait, I remember. Science! Chemical warfare has never been so fun. You gain 2 fun and 1 smarts. Causing chaos for the city. Whoop whoop! Hype! Something happened to avoidance.
All right.
That weekend you go party hard with Polly, Vera, Damien, Liam, Rotty and Dumbass. You have a great time and at the very popular nightclub Apollo. Thus named because despite being the hottest club on weekends, it's an actual temple to the god of Apollo on weekdays. But no good party ends when the nightclub closes, so at 6 AM you decide just to hang out in the nearby park, drinking and chatting. What a wet night, huh? The betcha! Vera and I had some great laughs doing some good old anal bleaching. That's not how you spell Shannon. cat, stop. Ah! Quotes for days from Polly. What? It's a game we have. You know those douchebags that steal your drink when you leave it unattended for 2 seconds? Sure. We drink half of our glasses and then pour boots in them. If people are cool, then the tip staff just take them away and throw them in the trash after a while. But if someone wants to play smart, then we fucking bleach those assholes. Thus, ain't no bleaching. Metal. Remind me never to get on your bad side, you two. Anyway. Oh no. Anyway, what should we do now? No any cool after parties? I think that douchebag mummy said something about an after party at some nearby catacombs. Oh, but remember, he got bleached. Right. Then I've got nothing. But this can't be the end without a wacky situation that forces one of our friends to make a hard choice that leads to an absurd outcome. No sooner has Liam finished his thought than a cloud of mystical green smoke appears from nowhere, and a groovy bearded guy emerges from it. Hey kids! My name is Joe the Laser. I'm like a laser wizard. And today I have a quest. The quest of teaching you how to properly dance to hit songs. Here we go. So, do you remember the classic early 2010 stable Party Rack outfit by LMFAO? Today I'm going to teach you how to laser shuffle to it. One of you, come demonstrate the shuffle with me. Hard pass, I'm more of a voguing girl myself. Meh. I have no problem dancing with strangers with magical powers in parks. Also, shuffling is kind of my thing. Damien plays the song on his phone while Polly does some dope-ass shuffling. The wizard sings an arrangement of lasers with her so crazy that pictures start falling out of nearby trees. Just wow. Well, indeed, my fellow young strangers. And so my quest is to pass this knowledge on to you. But who could take on such an important burden? Unfortunately, at that moment, you were smelling your own armpit, and your hand was raised, so now everyone's watching you. Fortunately, you're pretty decent at shuffling. But whose laser magic will best complement your dance? Michael! Watty, her laser magic skills are so strong that she got banned from the local laser tag place. You're pretty sure that you heard dumbass got laser hair removal last week, so they still have some laser remnants in their body. Apollo, please be Apollo. Cry. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Dance, dance, dance. Those poor birds. Debate for my laser powers. I mean, I use my phone to deflect the light onto the walls for cats to chase. He's better at laser magic. Not now, Streamlabs! I can win laser tag without a laser gun. Just for the cat comment, I'd say, Shannon. Me it is. So smart! And so the two of you start this very weird and specific laser-based party ritual. You're shoveling, kicks ass. And dumbass's laser magic is just too strong. It's so strong this event won't be included in the Japanese version of the game to avoid giving kids seizures. Oh god, that's a reference to that... That's a reference to that fucking Polygon episode from Pokemon. Shoveling the grave of the laser guy. Wow! This is otherworldly. You know what? I agree. 100%. Ouch. Oh my god. What a masterful and splendid display of laser magic. You're the chosen one. Says Joe the Laser. I have to reveal something to you. I was a wizard in disguise all this time. I was secretly testing you to find out if you were pure of heart and strong of laser. Well, I always say I'm pure of heart, dumb of ass. You literally just told us you were a wizard. Ouch! Oh my god, why not me? You for the lasers or the grave? Lasers? Whatever, I'm super drunk. But the important thing is, you passed my test. Then what's our prize? Is it 7 dolphins? A car? A car made of 7 dolphins? But cat powers. The wizard ignores Polly and puts his hand over you and dumbass's shoulders and whispers, "The prize is earning the respect of your friends. And now I've found the chosen ones. My time in this world can come to an end." He winks at you and then he slowly and emotionally evaporates. Damn, the vapor is infused with the strong smell of cheap rum. I had doggo powers. Did you just die? We will always remember you, Joe the Laser. Let's pay our respects by shuffling. You burst into more awesome shuffling. And laser magic, a cheap rum-scented breeze makes you look at the sky, and there you see a cloud shaped like his face, winking at you. Creepy. Still, you and Dumbass gain 2 fun and 1 creativity, thanks to Joe the Laser. Oh shit, we really did shovel his grave. Meanwhile, while talking about paying respects, don't forget to donate if you can. Like I said, no pressure. Just saw a segue. Let's trade places. Everybody choose something bad. Say your choice out loud for the rest of the players before clicking. I'm not gonna go with my first thought. I don't know, torture? Sexism. Michael, say something! Biting the cookie thinking it's chocolate, to find out it's raisins. Player order is decided based on how likely it would be for humankind to perish due to the selected thing. Start debating now. Shit, I mean, how likely would it be for humankind to vanish because of, torture? I think this is obvious. Curses! Ah! Curses! Ah! Curses! Curses flat being on a slant. Can't wait to move. Sexing would destroy females and make it so that there can't be any repopulation. True. But torture.
Let's go.
Unless the torturers started torturing each other. And then it would be down to like 1. And that would destroy humanity. Mine would just inconvenience everyone and cause depression.
Give me your money.
Wait, there's the hype station, cocaine, tampon, glasses, present, how to sexy 7 Latin, Russian romance novel, penguin mask, badass tattoo, and motivational poster. Gift.
See you later.
Oh no, your stats! Your stats!
Sure.
I need to get that creativity up. Wow, okay, I see. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you do a terrific job at acting. You act so hard that some of your classmates in the audience throw roses at you. 7 roses to be exact. Damn, roses aren't a valid currency or stat in this game. Anyway, you check your converter to see if this could translate into something a bit more useful. It seems 7 roses equals 2 creativity points. Sweet, you gain 2 creativity. I'm 9 creative, and 9 fun, and 9 smarts. Ah shit, I'm the police. She heavily betrayed you. In the middle of everything, a portal opens up and swallows Vera, Polly, and Lim. You dive in to rescue them and straight into HIM! Again? Fuck you! The season finale of the Interdimensional Bachelor. Good lord. Help, I'm in danger of spraining my eyes from rolling them so hard.
Yes.
Oh my god, we're on a game show? Yes, indeed. Tonight you 3 will answer a series of trivia questions. Whoever gets the most points becomes my... I'm gonna win! I don't even care what the prize is! Your what? Your wife? What a revolting premise! So you're saying we're supposed to respond to a series of questions and scenarios, our answers to which will make us more or less likely to achieve a romantic outcome with you. That's extremely problematic. I can't think of anyone who would ever want to play such a tawdry dating game. Everybody stop raising reasonable concerns so I can hear the first question! Get bamboozled? That's the spirit. Question number 1. Describe your ideal marriage proposal. But before Polly can answer, you buzz in yourself. Now's your chance to give an answer that will end the competition and send the points packing. I present you with my grandparents' wedding ring, still attached to my naked grandmother. Jaw ninjas and bees pour out! Go unhinge your jaw and unleash the bees. Wait, why are there bees inside your mouth? You fool! Your childish prank has destabilized the fabric of this pocket dimension. It's coming apart around us. Help! My shoes are turning into lizards! I like those shoes! What's this? All the money in my wallet is turned into moths. You pay for this! No part of me is turning into animals, but I'm suddenly care about things. This is all your fault! Why didn't you just answer with words? Why did it have to be bees? Alright, let's do second term next time. I might date Val. Polly's would be a ring in a bag with cocaine. But you can't take back the past. You spend the next 1,000 years traversing various horrifying dimensions with the prince and your 3 pissed off friends. No time has passed when you return home. Oh no. But you'll never forget, and Liam, Vera, and Polly will never forgive. You lose 2 fun and 1 charm.
All right.
I don't think I'll succeed. Michael, your turn. Oh god, where did it click out? Doing Polly's voice always makes me so yawning. To the moneymaker. That day you spend some time on the library's PC, mining some bitcoins. This is supposed to have something to do with solving algorithms and the rise of cryptocurrency. But you guess that nobody actually has any fucking idea how it really works. Anyway, you gain 2 bitcoins, which is equal to $2 million. Which, unfortunately, is equal to 2 monster dollars, so 2 money. Michael, I might steal your girl. No! Suddenly you see Polly vomit ectoplasm all over her cell phone. You rush to help her. Ah! I just got my 97th Harry as an opening line on Tinder. I just had to puke out of pure boredom. Hell, what am I supposed to do with hell? Whatever happened to reaching out to someone with a full stick pic? People are just copy-pasting hell and sending it to everyone that looks halfway interesting. What about you? Are you a hey type of person? I hope not. If you read the Tinder profile of a fun-loving spectral delight such as myself, what would you say to me? You're beautiful. Are you drugs? Because I want to do you all night long. God. The second one in game. The first in real life. So, hell yeah, drugs! That's a great opening line. Also, let's do drugs. You wake up an indiscriminate amount of time later, feeling like shit, but happy about it. So, like, unicorn shit where it's rainbow or something. When you run into Polly later, she's grinning like a lunatic, and it's clear something went down. Maybe one of you? Hi there, kitty patootie. I had the best time the other night. We should really do this, do all this again sometime. And I mean all of it, even that zoo animal style stuff. You left a couple of things at my place. I put them outside your locker. With that, Polly disappears, leaving you to wonder exactly what leaving you to wonder exactly what transpired between you and what article of clothing he left behind. But when you open a box marked avoidance, all you can see is a pair of handcuffs and the last surviving rescue pigeon. Please, it's why you gotta do this, Wally? Maybe I won't. Please, it's fun how adorable the drugged up ghost is, and Shannon's voice is perfect for it. Neither of those things are yours, but you would hate for Polly to think that you're lame. Apparently when she said zoo animal stuff, she meant stealing a bird. So it seems like maybe you guys didn't so much have sex, but she clearly wants to spend more time with you. So hell yeah! You go home with a huge grin and a new pair of handcuffs and the last surviving... Whoops. What was the last surviving rescue pigeon? You should be more careful with your belongings. Irrelevant. You gained Polly's aberration and 2 fun and 2 charm and 1 fun. Man, that must have been a fun wild night. Everybody chooses movies. Say your choice out loud and to the rest of the players before clicking. Train to Busan. Ice Age 3. No, more murder. Why does Polly always end in murder? Because she's a ghost. Anyway, choose your film. The Book of Life. Player order is decided based on how weird the fandom is for the selected movie would be. Start debating now. Well, let's say now that the Ice Age fandom is very weird. And I don't think that's disputable. I haven't actually heard of the Book of Life. So what is the Book of Life? I shall bring it round yours. I mean, but how weird would you say the fan base is? Because Train to Busan, I mean, it's popular amongst K-pop fans. And K-pop fans are pretty weird. Oh, I think I know what it is now. Isn't that the animated film that's set during Días de los Muertos?
Let's go.
Yeah. Okay, so I have actually seen that film. I'm just forgetful. Where do you want to sit, Rotti? Val is the cat.
Give me your money.
It's the poster, the tattoo, the Latin tape, the Russian romance book, the glasses, the penguin mask, the tampon, the PR agent, and cocaine. Penguin mask?
Catch you later.
You are now on -4 smarts.
Sure.
You find Liam taking a picture of his food and Scott taking a picture of also Liam's food? Ha! Yes, Scott, snap away. My artistic plating is too magnificent. Oh, fuck my words. My artistic plating is too magnificent to ignore.
What?
Artistic what? I'm playing Pokemon's Go, the mobile version of the hit Pocket Humans video game. What do Pocketmans have to do with my food pick? There's a level 43 Bernard Henson hanging out in the middle of your plate. Here, take a look. Scott, why does your phone show a tiny human doing pottery on top of my eggplant ravioli? You mean you don't know Bernard Henson? He used to be a chartered accountant, but now he's decided to pursue his dream of being a world-famous potter. That major life change has made him super rare. Pocket humans almost never follow their dreams. Well, I don't care how rare he is. His presence is spoiling my pristine food pick. Update on the statue. Apparently it was dumped into the harbour in Bristol. There's a video of it, oh god. Spoiling it, but pocket humans are way cooler than any old boring food pick. You take that back! Uh-oh. Tempers are running a little high. Looks like it's up to you to settle the dispute. Scott's Whitelin. Why take a normal cliche food pick when you could take a food pick of Scott capturing a pocket Pokemon off your food pick? Scott, look over there. This is Stuart Hogarth on top of a pile of mashed potatoes. Stuart Hogarth? The strongest accountant type Pokemon in the game? What does it even mean to be a strong accountant? Is he, like, really good at math? No, he's just super buff. The buffest accountant. I've got to have him. Scott bounds across the cafeteria and practically dives into Gary Gremlin's mashed potatoes, looking for a Pokemon to capture. Do you think he actually knows how to play Pokemon's Go, or do you think he just likes diving into people's food? The two of you debate the question while you help Liam line up the perfect food pick. Later he lines up some very hot pics of you.
All right.
Oh? And I guess I'm putting you by Polly. Wait. Okay. Let me just... You arrive at your chosen table to find Damien dejectedly hefting a bowl of mashed potatoes while Polly sadly passes her hand through the same. Sus... Seriously, what do we have to do to get a food fight started in this cafeteria? I honestly do not know. I've tried throwing potatoes at people and yelling food fight, but I think everyone is too scared of me to fight back. And I can't throw other food because my stupid ghost hands. Plates, mirrors, antique furniture, sure, but not food. There's got to be a way to provoke a food war. My dad's always telling me to be more political. But we're not political. Your strength is hitting things, and my strength is being unbelievably hot all the time. What's your boldness? You're on the same boldness. And your fun is lower. But your charm is higher. What number is it though? Your boldness is 5. Unbelievably hot. That's it. We'll set fire to the cafeteria. Wait, no. That's not a solution. That's just arson. Why do I always jump straight to arson? It's hard to watch them struggle through this by themselves, so you step in with an idea of your own. Wars are fought over scarce resources, steal everybody's food and put it in a pile. That ought to do it. Hey, Polly, you know how the Greeks fought a whole war over Helen of Troy's face? We just need you to get you kidnapped by Trojans. So, Michael, when I was doing Damien's route, it was the first option that was for Damien. So yeah, kidnap her. Oh, God's sake. I like where your head is, but I'm not super into being kidnapped and shit. What if we skip some steps with some good old flashing? Polly floats onto the table and, in a practice motion, whips her top off. To the top! This is a high school cafeteria. Polly's rash action upsets the whirling cauldron of hormones, sets it on fire, and tap dances on the ruins. Soon, the air is thick with sausage and gravy. Potato crisps fly everywhere, like flavoured shrapnel, not snapple. Polly puts her shirt back on now that everyone's too busy fighting to remember what they're fighting about. Looks like I'd really rather touch that launched 1,000 chips. No, we need more bathroom time, it seems. Ah, dip. The view you just got makes that pun worth it. Let's trade places. Everybody chooses food. Say your choice out loud to the rest of the players before clicking. Salty caramel. Ice cream. Dragon fruit pudding. Player order is decided based on how filthy this sounds. Hey darling, my salty caramel is moist and ready for you. Hey darling, my ice cream is moist and ready for you. Hi darling, my dragon fruit pudding is moist and ready for you. Ew. I don't even know who should go second. I mean, dragon fruit pudding sounds like it could be a euphemism. I should have branched out. It's because I ate salty caramel M&M's earlier.
All right.
Oh, right. Wait, Michael. Where are you going? I'm taking it. The bathroom. To the bathroom. Oh. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. While in the bathroom, you tell yourself in the mirror that you're so bold, you would kill a tiny, big-eyed turtle with your bare hands. That monstrous act instantly gives you 500 boldness. But come on, you're just talking to yourself in the mirror. What's the metric in that? Merit in that? You know what? You can keep 2 boldness anyway for saying that to yourself out loud. But none of that matters. You're late to meet Polly for more party experiments. Alright. Our research is progressing well so far. But we've got a very limited sample size. I need to know that we can make any party the best, not just some. So tomorrow morning we're going to crash a funeral! If we can make that fun, we can make anything fun. So, brainstorm time. How can we put the fun
fucking funeral.
They so cute. Mini me. Oh no. My favorite currency is chaos. Possess. Possess the body of the deceased, bring him back to life. Bring him back for one last party. Bouncy castle. So fun! Ah, God damn. Later that night.
Whoa, that was awesome. I was totally inside that dude. And then when they were like, does anyone else want to say a few words? I was like, oh, me. They totally freaked out. And then I was like, let's turn the funeral into a wedding. I got married to like 11 people. Who are all rulers now because I left the dude in a heap on the dance floor. But whatever. But whatever. Weddings, whoa. Hey, avoidance. You know what? I think we're getting really close to the true formula for a rad party. You're the best science partner I've ever had.
You guess she hasn't had a lot of science partners. You doubt she even knows the real definition of science, but she's just too happy for you to correct her now.
Come on, the night's still young. Let's go turn an all-night laundromat into an epic rave.
Those washing machines don't know what hit them. You gain 2 creativity and 1 fun.
Let's go.
Polly should possess them. That would be so amazingly terrible phrasing. They're all going to be so scarred for life. Michael is getting close to a secret ending, I think. Ah, yeah, a secret ending. Wait, where do you want to go? Gym. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team's spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader. You gain 2 charm. Later, you see Liam being himself. Liam? Beaming to himself, not being. Beaming? It appears that my application to write for Virtue magazine was received and accepted. I knew my pitch would hook them. Imagine the edgiest, most irrelevant article subject you could think of. Now double it. That's my article subject. You see, I used a writing technique on them called lying. It's very effective. Up until they call your bluff, now I've got to actually write an article, and I've got no idea what to write. You, save me from the consequences of my actions. Suggest an idea that lives up to my own hype. A passionate argument for the legalization of recreational chimera toxins. A chilling expose of the pasta industry's griffin trafficking. First one. So charming. Ah yes, Chin Chem. Chim Chem. The champagne of hard drugs. 100% lethal after 2 doses. But those 2 doses, wow. I've heard that it may have exciting new medical applications such as euthanasia and fucking you up so bad you forget what was wrong with you. Why, even I've been known to indulge in a little Chim Chem from time to time. It's marvellous. Like dying all over again. How can something that has killed so many people be bad? How? I ask you, how? Soon thereafter, you see a piece in Virtue by new correspondent Liam de Linecourt. The true cost, why chimera toxin is not an addiction, but an addition to your quality of life. Boom, drugs are always the answer. You gain 2 fun and 1 charm. need to get mine up. That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you totally forget your lines. It's terrible. But you don't let that get you down. You start improvising all your lines. And it's marvellous. Somehow it enhances the pathos of the play in unexpected ways. And that's saying something, since half of your improvisation is a rap battle against your inner fears. You gain 2 creativity. I have to go now. It's time to walk our papa. Have fun streaming, Shannon. Good luck, everyone, and winning the hearts of your dates. Take care and see you later. Thank you for you watching, Kay, and thank you for your donation too. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day, and yeah. Also, thank you for the shout out on Twitter as well. So yeah, I'll see you on Friday when join your Resident Evil 1 stream. Ace, can we do a long first turn game? I think I'll have to wait for next week, since I'm already gone over my usual time by an hour and 15 minutes. So yeah, next week. Yeah, you gain 2 creativity. Afterwards, Liam walks up to you extremely nonchalantly. It's ridiculous how little he cares about this war. After considerable thought, I have come to the conclusion that you're not a complete poser. And seeing as I could use a partner for my tragically hip late-night excursions, consider yourself invited. Tonight, 3 AM, I'm sure you'll have no trouble coming up with an appropriately underground destination. I mean, it's not like I don't know any cool places to go to, or anything. I just want to give you an opportunity to prove yourself. Liam vanishes in a cloud of mist and angst. You've got 12 hours to choose the trendiest spot no one's ever heard of. Monstropolis, most exclusive nightclub asterisks. The hottest, most underground nightclub of all. The Earth's core. Want to just more short ones then? Is he so old he doesn't know anything cool anymore? As I said, this stream's already gone over, so after this part's this session, no, that's not a session. After this, I'm gonna end the stream, because I have things I need to do, such as overdue coursework. I was hoping to do second term. Well, hopefully, if I win Liam's heart this session, then next week it will be moving on to second term. Have you cleared up the leap with the lecturers? Michael, when have I ever talked to my lecturers? I am too scared to talk to them. I really don't know. Oh no. That night you picked Liam up in your giant mechanized drill machine and head for the club. But there is no club at the centre of the earth. It's just the centre of the earth, a molten ball of iron and death. Ah, my skin! Why did you think there was a club here? Why would anyone think there was a club at literally the most inhospitable place on earth? You have no idea why you thought that. But you do know that you're going to need skin grafts after this. You lose 2 smarts and 1 boldness. Oh no. Right, Michael, I already know who you're going to choose.
It's
Polly.
party time.
F. You want to ask Polly too?
It's party time.
I don't think I'm going to win.
How ironic.
Let's go.
You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the monster prom with you.
Not a chance in the world, darling. You're born on a stick. You born with death. And then what will I do? A meta ghost? Pass.
Bye.
See ya.
Tried and failed.
You couldn't get a date to the monster prom. For the monster prom. Actually, you couldn't get a date for the rest of your life. Some nights alone in your bed, you wish sadness was an STD, because at least then you wouldn't be getting so much of it.
Sure.
You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the monster prom with you. You and me? Psh, that'd be... Ah! Don't harass me with your narrow mind. Please respect my sexual preferences. Not again! Fuck you, Liam! You became a functional person and eventually met a sweet banshee called Ash. You shared a lot of common interests, and after dating for some years, you married. One day, in the middle of a casual conversation, you mentioned how you couldn't get a date to Monster Prom. Despite your years of happiness, your marriage couldn't endure such a pathetic revelation, and so Ash abandoned you the next day. And thus you lived the rest of your life alone and sad. Never forget, Monster Prom is the most important thing.
All right.
Yeah, I just can't get along with hipsters.
What? Prom? Of course! Prom night will be another perfect opportunity to conduct our experiments in party science. So clever of you. That's why you're the best science partner.
That's not what you meant, but sure, why not? Sooner than expected, prom night is here, and the two of you are finally ready to crack the ultimate party formula. You free some wild animals. You do lots of ecstasy. Oh god, no. I accidentally clicked. Everything is perfect. You feel floaty and full of energy. You see beautiful shiny lights. You feel connected to everyone. Obviously, most of that is thanks to the ecstasy, but still. You feel like you've conquered the night and put a flag with your names on it out on the peak of life itself. Then dawn comes. By now you're on a hill by the sea, watching the sun slowly coming up. No idea how you got there, but who cares? You're at peace, watching the gentle tide of the morning. When you realise Polly has her hand over yours, she looks at you.
Perfect party, boo.
You know what, avoidance? This might be the Molly talking, but I think I finally got it. All these parties have been wildly different, yet all of them have been the very best. I've put a lot of thought into it, and I can only think of one thing they all had in common. I think the formula for a perfect party must be sharing it with the right people.
You don't answer. You just hold her hand as you spend the morning watching the sun slowly coming up over the sea together. Oh, one new secret ending. Michael, you did get a secret ending. Most likely to start a cult. Best to keeping it light. Those 2 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the monster prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendships, and learning about who we were, and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Polly graduated from doing lots of ayahuasca, and now she appears to hallucinating people and acts as their spirit animal. Liam honed his most admirable skill and got a job with it. He now designs Instagram filters. Damien became an interior designer specializing in torture. Yes. Last month, Vogue magazine called his products the refined marriage between macabre and chic. For those 2 weeks, the Monster Prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone, just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in the war called youth. Once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Oh, gotta. Because here comes the music again. I'm most likely to start a cult. Okay. A cult where everyone needs to wear penguin masks. I might try and do Liam's route off cam, because goddamn. La, 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 la. I can't stand for public humiliation again. Ah. I'm a clicky bean. Luckily, my mic is nowhere near my neck. How does one get the hipster? Do you need to ask him when you haven't done anything with him? Clicky bean indeed. Damn, I like how Michael is in none of these pics with Polly, but I always am. There he is! Oh. You've unlocked 6 new images for the gallery. To the gallery! Living up to the name avoidance. Too far. No. No better distraction. No. Oh, look at your mini-me. That last pic was adorable, yeah. And more fan art. Oh. Best prom, thank you. Wait. Oh god, I have an itchy nose. Well, that's it for this week's stream. We raised £25. I'm with Big Biscuit Man. And obviously, oh, fuck, I hate this. Wait, it's inverted the camera, so I need to. Kay, was the top donation with £15, which is like a majority of the donation. And then there was a donation from Anonymous before the stream even started, because I was sharing it around on Facebook. But yeah. So I'm a bit broke right now. It's fine. Like I said, there's no pressure. Like I know that you currently can't. I would donate otherwise. Like I know that you can't go to work right now. Um. Where is that hair? So it's fine. All right. Bye, Ace. Bye, Roddy. It's been, yeah, as Michael said, it's been fun to have you on the stream. Like I didn't even realize that I could like essentially play the game with the people in chat. So like, thank you for that revelation. And yeah, thank you for the follow as well. So yeah, the donation link and the donations are open for the next week. When this gets posted to YouTube, the donation link will be in the description below. So yeah. So I've been Ace Spy, and I'll see you next time.